Hi there, Sandra Green here from the WLA on a walk with Buddy, and I have just come off a call with an amazing group of women, and you know who you are if you're watching, all about limiting beliefs. We've been talking, it's part of the career bootcamp actually, and we've been talking about the kinds of careers and lives that we want to create, but more importantly that we often don't get there because we hold ourselves back, and otherwise known as self-sabotaging beliefs, limiting beliefs, self-talk, negative self-talk, and so on and so forth. We all have it. We all can be in the grip, and a lot of the time it doesn't really impact us, but usually if we can't get a breakthrough, if we can't make those habits stick, if we can't get ourselves out of our comfort zone and head to the kind of life and the career that we want, you know, for example, you might think, well, I haven't got the experience for that, or I don't have the degree, or they're looking for more things than I can do, or I haven't quite got the courage to ask my boss for a pay rise, or whatever the thing is. You need to notice what it is that's stopping you from achieving it. The and but, which is quite common, isn't it? So these limiting beliefs, they're with us. They can be a whole plethora of things, and we've got to be aware of them, and we need to turn the dial down. I mean, great to eliminate them altogether, but sometimes we don't want to because they've served us well. So the idea is to try and find different strategies to help get rid. And there are hundreds of ways in which you can reduce beliefs. There really are. There's all sorts of therapy you can do, and counselling you can go on, and many things. So I shared a few ideas with the guys today, and I thought I'd perhaps share a couple with you. So if you feel like if you feel as though you are holding yourself back, then this may well help. So a couple of thoughts. The first one, I will say, is a bit it's a bit woo-woo, and you might think I'm slightly bonkers, but it's a true story, and it's called Ho'oponopono. Yep, Ho'oponopono, and it's sorry, Buddy's just found something. He's running a bit amok. Ho'oponopono is an ancient Hawaiian technique for clearing and healing, and there's a story of a therapist who worked in a mental institution, and he basically healed this particular ward of men and women, I think, who were shackled, who'd been rapists and murderers and pretty low-life scum. And he healed them to such an extent that they were released and the ward was closed through doing this particular technique, which is the repetition of several sayings. I love you, please forgive me, thank you, and I'm sorry. And you say these words over and over again. Honestly, I know it sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? How could something so easy have such an impact? So check that one out, Ho'oponopono, and the book's called Zero Limits by Joe Vitale, who describes this story. And the second idea is a little bit more closer to home and a bit easier to do, and that's the power of journaling. I do believe that if you get pen to paper and empty your brain every day of the thoughts that you've got, it can really help. And if you notice something, that's the key actually, is just noticing whether there is something holding you back. And usually I say to folk, well, for me, there's 2 or 3 things that I notice anyway. One is that my energy level's a bit off. I'm not quite on it. I'm sort of a bit low. Secondly, I might have not necessarily an energy thing, but I might be feeling a bit anxious, or I might be feeling a bit frustrated. So there's an emotional thing going on. And thirdly, I might hear myself moan or talk about somebody in a not so nice way, which I don't do very often. And again, it's normally something's been triggered and I need to shift, because when we're off kilter, we're not attracting the things that we want to do, and we're not turning up as our best selves. So by journaling every day, which is what I do every night, I journal about what's happened and where I'm being triggered. And 9 times out of 10, something comes out, something comes up that I go, I see the pattern now. I see what I need to release, forgive, forget, move on, and don't let it irritate me as such. And it can seriously be as simple as that. One of the other big techniques I would really encourage you to look into would be EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. It's a really powerful technique for releasing emotions. and yeah, so that's another one. Anyway, that was it for today. Do check out some of my other videos I've started to do, and if you like them, give us a thumbs up, it's always nice, or perhaps add a comment and see if it helps in any way. I always like to hear from people. All right, have a great day, take care.